Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase. Yesterday I put up a video asking you which of the Hot Wheels end case models you wanted to see first, and it really came down to the battle of the GTRs, the new 2017 Nissan GTR, and of course the McLaren F1 GTR. I'll be honest, I didn't scientifically count, but these were definitely the two models that were up at the top to be featured first, so we'll get to both of them. We'll start with the McLaren today, GTR, here in a day or two. And you're looking at it right now, and hopefully you're liking it. I sure am. There has been a lot of interest in seeing this casting return in one shape or the other, whether it's the basic range or a premium range. And it is finally back. Has one modification, we'll get to that, but a beautiful return in black with a racing deco on it. It looks fantastic. At least that's what I think. I hope you think too. Red interior, and I love the gray 10-spoke wheels on that. That's the first time we've seen that. So where has the McLaren been? Well, it's been what, 5 years, 6 years since it was seen. It was mainly seen in the Speed Machines line, and then we saw it one other time in the Decades Walmart exclusive line, and then it vanished. But it is finally back, and we're going to walk through all the versions, all releases. And this is the first one, and I still think it's probably the best one in silver and orange. That is a stock deco for the GTR, I am pretty sure. And this came from, what was it, 2010? The 2010 Speed Machines line. Couple things to note. Plastic spoiler. The new one has a metal spoiler, like a lot of the Hot Wheels has been modifying almost all of their models with spoilers, giving them metal spoilers to save in cost, which they have to do. So this is the debut in the Speed Machines line. And the funny thing about Speed Machines, you just think about if Hot Wheels released a line now that was just loaded with supercars and sports cars like Porsche, Ferrari, Mustangs, Audis, Aston Martins, and on, how popular that line would be. Well, in 2010 or 2009 when it was released, it wasn't. Cars like the Bugatti Veyron, the Audi TT, the Audi R8, these models hung and hung on the pegs. And it seems shocking to a lot of people now, but it is true. And this line never made it. They eventually canceled it. There was a Ferrari 458 they were going to do, an Aston Martin DBS they were going to do. All of it got canceled. Thankfully, they got through most of the line. And cars like this one and the Ferrari 599XX, which also debuted in Speed Machines, were able to make it through. This is the second version. We got 4 in the Speed Machines line. This is also, I believe, whether it's a stock deco, but it's based on a real deco of the F1. You can see inside it has that middle seat, that middle driver's seat, that middle steering wheel, which is unique to this car. Again, full detail. The first 2 releases I think were pretty easy to find in stores. It was the last 2 that were released, I think, almost about the same time, that were a little harder, and I think I had to reach out to some friends in Europe to get it. This is the 3rd release, which has a very similar deco to the black version. Those wheels are called co-mold wheels. Hot Wheels does not produce them anymore, which is kind of too bad. It would be neat to see those in the basic range. There were a few models that actually got them. But all the Speed Machines got the co-mold wheels, except right at the end, a couple of the later releases actually were released even in 2 versions. One with co-mold wheels, and one with OH5, those 5-spoke see-through wheels. This was one of them. I don't have the OH5 McLaren. I've looked on eBay, and there are plenty of them. They're not cheap. None of these McLarens are. But I like the co-mold wheels better, so I just kept this one. Again, I don't know if this is a stock deco, but it's still sharp. Clean, clean, clean. So those are the 4 Speed Machines. They're out there if you want to get them, but like all Speed Machines, they have become incredibly expensive to buy on the secondary market. So if you can find a good price on one, it is worth it. This was the last version, the last thing we saw. This was in the Hot Wheels Decades line, where they did, you know, cars from different decades, of course. And this was put a little more racing type deco on this one. PR5 wheels, so it was kind of an enhanced basic version. Here's the base. So you saw so there's C codes on the Speed Machines, D codes after that. So that was 1 year after the Speed Machines were made. Here, so you can see here. Actually, D code on this one. And where's the debut? Here it is. This one has a C code. So now sorry. And those codes I'm talking about, there should be, here is the new release. K code, if you can see it right there in the middle. The letters represent a year. K obviously represents 2017, so if you count backwards, you'll know what C and D are. And then the number represents the week of the year that they did it. So that can just kind of give you an idea of when these cars were produced. So if these were produced in C and D, and this one was produced in K, you know that a few years have passed. So there you go. There is the McLaren F1 GTR. It is a cool model. I hope that we now see this in the basic range. They've produced this new one with the metal spoiler. So I am assuming we could see several more versions of this, maybe in car culture, maybe in more basic ranges, hopefully with clean decos like this. I'm happy about it. We'll get to this one next. Bye.